What's going on, guys? This is the 24-year-old piece of gold, the man of the hour, Lio Rush. And I'm just stopping by to give a huge shout out to 5-Star Wrestling Podcast. Listen, you guys are absolutely killing it. You're killing it. You hear me? The man of the hour knows. Eddie, Juicy Josh, and the Afterman, Devin. You guys are killing it, man. Absolutely killing it. Shout out to 5-Star Wrestling Podcast. The man of the hour, Lio Rush, approves.
You are listening to 5-Star Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome, everybody, to another exciting edition of 5-Star Wrestling Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Eddie, and with me, as always,
JJ,
Devin,
Juicy.
Hell yeah. So we're doing things a little differently this week because I don't really have any announcements to make because there's just too much to talk about in this episode. We had WrestleMania, we had NXT TakeOver, we had Raw, SmackDown, G1. We have too many things. And with that being said, one congratulations goes to Matt Taven on being the brand new Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion.
About time.
About time is right.
Yeah.
How long has he been in ROH?
He's their first Grand Slam winner.
Well, good for him.
Hell yeah.
It's much better than Jay Lethal, no offense, and since Squirrel's gone, eventually, it's better for that too.
Yeah, I agree. All right, with that being said, let's get into it. Here is Juicy Josh's top 5 moments.
Keep it juicy.
Boys.
Juicy Josh's top 5. Oh! Alright. My takeover. We gotta talk about NXT TakeOver for the first top 5. My number 5 is the women's fatal 4-way between Bianca Belair, Kairi Sane, Io Shirai, and the champion, Shayna Baszler. I really liked Bianca Belair in that match. I disagree that Shayna should have won. I think it was Bianca's time. She did that great double burning hammer. That was sick.
She had both Io Shirai and Kairi Sane on her shoulders, right?
Yeah.
That was pretty sick, I'm not going to lie. But I kind of am okay with Shayna winning.
I mean, I'm okay with it, but it's just that...
I'd rather Belair win it one-on-one.
Yeah, I guess. But is she going to get another opportunity now that she's lost twice?
Maybe.
If she doesn't, she'll get called up.
Well, I see Kairi getting called up next.
I think Shayna, in a way, I was almost hoping that Shayna was going to lose in hopes that she was going to get called up and maybe take Ronda's place while Ronda's absent.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And challenge the man.
Yeah, get that man.
That'd be a good match.
Number 4, I got Matt Riddle versus Velveteen Dream. Wow. Excellent match.
Wow, number 4 though.
That crazy German suplex off the second rope was absolutely amazing.
That was one of my favorite moments of that match.
I mean, to call that number 4 on that card is kind of unbelievable.
It's number 1 on any other card.
Yeah, definitely.
I would agree.
That's
at least number 2 for me.
Wow.
For a takeover?
Yeah. But that would be because.
So
hold on. Let
why
him
don't you
finish.
guys tell me your top 5 after I tell you my top 5?
Mine's the same order as yours.
Probably. All right, my number 3 is the tag team match between War Raiders, Aleister Black, and Ricochet. That another incredible match. I mean, to be honest, I think that was the top match on the card. There was just so many great spots. Ricochet doing the fallaway slam on Hansen was unbelievable.
As far as pure wrestling goes.
Yeah, but the psychology as well. You know, everything was just perfect in that match.
The one takeaway I don't really like that happened in that match is when before Ricochet did the fallaway, he knocked Aleister Black out of the ring and Aleister hit his head on the apron. So there was no effect after that. It's like it never happened between the two of them. I didn't like that much.
Yeah, they should have played on that a little bit more.
Especially when you lose 3 title shots in 1 week, there should be a little animosity.
Frustration.
Yeah, animosity between the two. But I guess they're gonna save it. Maybe there'll be a switch on the card. Switch for their tag team during the shakeup. I don't know. Number 2 is Walter versus Pete Dunne. That was just a great technical, old school attitude.
Waited 4 months for that.
Attitude era match that just was incredible from bell to bell. The crowd seemed like they were a little slow getting into it because it's Walter. He's a slow-paced guy. But as it started to pick up, that jackknife powerbomb off the fucking rope, that was incredible.
Yeah, I agree.
That was definitely my top moment of the night. I love that spot.
He threw him.
Yeah, that was incredible.
It wasn't. It was a toss.
Like, how do you even live off that? Like, I'm not surprised he didn't show up on any SmackDown Raw or.
He needed the week off.
No, he needs a month off. He's fucked. My number 1, of course, is Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole, for the main reason being that we got a new NXT champion. Ed shaking his head, but it's Johnny Gargano.
Finally.
I love it. Great moment of them celebrating at the end with Ciampa. Great ending to their story. I could always come back to that at some other time. Just a feel good moment. And,
I thought that was a feel good moment at the end. I'll agree with that, but
Easy number 1.
yeah, and Ed hates the fact that after there was one pinfall, Johnny Gargano got so much shit thrown at him, and he's still kicked out of everything. But I think that's just who Johnny Gargano is.
yeah, but my thing
he
is
overcomes the odds.
No. My thing is it didn't make sense to me that he got pinned first with the same moveset.
The last shot.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he kicks out of it later on.
Adrenaline.
I guess so.
That's the fact that he wants to be champion. He's worked so hard for it. Why would he ever want to give up? Like, the only way he was going to lose was if he passed out during a submission. That's it. He was not going to let Undisputed Era affect him. He was not going to let anything take away his title opportunity.
And here's the thing. Here's the
Cole's
thing.
gonna win.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. While, Johnny Gargano gets all the fame because he's the first ever Triple Crown winner in NXT, the same could have been said about Adam Cole if he had won. But I still think...
He's not a tag champ.
Yeah, he was.
To be honest, if Cole won...
He was a tag champion.
With who?
Wasn't it with Kyle O'Reilly?
No, that was Strong.
Yeah.
No, because Strong took over. Remember,
maybe.
Adam Cole had to defend the titles twice.
Did he win? Technically, he won.
Yeah, that was at Workings, right?
Yeah, he won the North American
that's
title
when
in
Strong
that ladder
turned on-
match.
Yeah.
Strong turned undone. Oh, I guess.
So he was a
Cole
tag
technically
champion.
Won, yeah.
Well, no, wasn't it the Freebird?
Well,
Cole's- no,
Bobby
but I
Fish
think-
was injured.
Yes, but Cole was technically in the match.
All right, whatever. So other than, obviously, Devin's 3 and 2 are switched up. But Ed, what is your top 5 for NXT?
So number 5 is pretty much the same as you. I would definitely say the women's match was number 5. I liked it, but I didn't love it, and I just kind of thought it was the bottom of the pile. Number 4 for me. See, 1 through 4 is such a toss-up because I loved every single one of them, and to kind of rank them was so tough. But I would probably go Dunn versus Walter. I'd go War Raiders versus Ricochet Black, and then Velveteen Dream Riddle, and then Cole Gargano number 1.
If Adam Cole won the title, I would have made Adam Cole versus Gargano my number 3, and I would have put Walter. I would have put the tag team match as number 1, to be honest, and then Walter,
Me too.
Pete Dunne.
But like
that was Brian's favorite match.
But like I said, it's any one of those matches was great.
Yeah, it was
1 through 4, it's like
No,
you
it's
could
too hard
rank
to-
them anywhere you want.
No,
Yeah.
if those could have been the main events of 4 different takeovers.
And Pete Dunne,
Exactly.
Pete Dunne being the longest reigning champion in the last 10 years, or
I believe so. Yeah.
and
a long time.
and Walter beating him for the title was another great moment. Walter paying his respects on Twitter to Dunne, saying he's a great wrestler, but now it's his time.
Yeah.
That was
Hey,
cool.
I agree.
All right, we're gonna move on to WrestleMania.
Hell yeah.
Oh, such a good card. Top to bottom.
Babyface Mania.
Babyface Mania.
As I said.
And my
I know, I
number
hated
5
you.
moment. My number 5 is the biggest babyface and one of the biggest babyfaces in WWE history returning. The Doctor of Thugonomics, John Cena, coming back to interrupt Elias. It was surprising. I thought it was cool. Yeah. It brought back some memories. I would have liked Cena to come back and fight Kurt Angle more, but
Even Angle wanted that.
yeah, even Angle wanted that, but I don't know. It just
You know
it was
what-
cool to see him.
You know what was weird? I don't know why it was in my head, but somebody had tweeted earlier in the day, I don't remember who, and they had tweeted, "Oh, imagine if CM Punk came back tonight." And then all of a sudden I'm watching that intro, and I'm like freaking out in my room, like, no friggin' way. No friggin' way.
The Cubs.
Yeah, no friggin' way, right? I was like, CM Punk is not back. And all of a sudden it was like the Dr. Thugonomics, and I was still like, holy shit, it's John Cena, Dr. Thugonomics. Like, so it was such a great comeback.
Yeah, and if it was just a normal John Cena, I don't think many people would have cared. But it was. I think he came back in another Mania as a doctor, didn't he? What, recently?
No, he used his old entrance song once.
But he didn't come out as the
Yeah,
doctor.
he
Okay.
No.
kind of teased it.
All right, well, that was cool to see that back. Number 4, Shane versus Miz. Shane McMahon versus The Miz. Great back and forth match. The superplex spot at the end of the match
It was crazy.
was awesome.
Yep.
It was a little. I mean, people were complaining about it because they thought they saw the cushioning, but who cares?
What do you want? You want them to land on the concrete?
Do you want them to
Why
die?
do you want that?
Why do you want Shane McMahon to kill
Get in
himself?
the
He's
ring and
50
do it
years old.
yourself then if you want it done
Seriously.
that way.
Yeah,
You
no
want-
kidding.
They don't do that in WWE. If you want to see that, go watch an indie match.
Yeah,
For
go watch
$5.
CZW.
Yeah, no, I don't
Yeah,
want
go
to.
pay $5 to watch some idiot throw a cinder block at another idiot's head.
No
Or
offense.
his nuts.
No offense to them, but like, what are you doing? You don't have health insurance. Stop it. I know
Yeah,
you,
David Starr.
I know you want fans. Well, David Starr's a great wrestler.
He is, but
he's better than death matches. He should be doing like TNA or whatever.
yeah, but I just
WWE.
mentioned that because he mentioned the thing about health insurance.
Yeah, true. Yeah. All right, my number 3 is, you guys are gonna disagree with this probably, but Ronda versus Becky versus Charlotte.
No,
No, I mean, I don't.
It wasn't that great of a match for the build up that they had. I mean, it didn't feel like it carried into the match. It didn't feel like a main event. Like, I feel like Kofi kind of took over as the main event, and a lot of the momentum was taken away from the main.
I was gonna
the
say,
women.
I think that crowd after that Kofi match was just exhausted and
Yeah.
dead.
it was,
Like they exerted all their energy into Kofi Kingston.
especially having a 7.5 hour event, they're gonna
it
get
was
burned out.
insanity.
Yeah, it was just no matter what the main event was, they were gonna get burned out
Yeah.
before the end.
They have every year.
Yeah.
Every year they have a 7-hour event, and it's like every year by hour 5 or 6 they're already toast.
But it was great to see Becky as the champ, the double champ.
Becky 2 titles,
Becky 2 titles. She
Maybe 2 belts.
2
Becky
belts.
2
sorry.
belts. Yeah, they don't like titles. Wait, she can't say belts. Does it? Vince not like belts or titles?
He doesn't like belt, but
Okay.
she can do what she wants.
Oh, she's the man.
That's
But
true.
yeah, it was okay. I
Kind
mean,
of a botched ending.
the false finish at the end kind of killed the match too.
It didn't. Kill
And the referee
match.
got reprimanded.
That's what
After
people are
that
gonna always
match.
remember about that match. People are gonna complain about
because
that.
you're pessimists.
Of course they are. They're wrestling fans.
Well, from what I
Have you
heard
been
and
to an
read,
indie show?
yeah, but from what I've heard and read, Vince was very
Yeah,
upset.
you find the referee, but you know what?
Was that a real fine
Stop
or a
bringing,
storyline?
stop bringing attention to it.
Was it
then.
Kafabi?
Kafabe? Is it
Stop
Kafabe?
bringing attention to it then if you don't want it to be a big deal.
Okay,
Yeah, I guess.
whatever.
All right.
Not you. I'm saying everybody.
Yeah.
We keep pointing it out, then it's like, who cares? I don't know. It was.
No, I
one-
mean I'm
it
still
was
happy
one-
that she won.
I mean, she's the
I
first.
honestly didn't even notice.
No, as the first women's main event, she's the first women undisputed champion. Give her her moment. Just stop bitching.
Mm-hmm.
Especially me. I'll stop bitching.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, my number. I gotta keep it juicy, actually. So.
Whatever, just keep going.
Go on.
Can I keep it juicy with you, Devin?
Yes.
All right.
I guess.
We finally got him. Number 2. Brock Lesnar finally losing the fucking WWE Championship and letting
That was a crazy beginning, huh?
Universal Championship and letting.
Did you see his back?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I love Paul Heyman coming out and doing
Yeah.
his thing and
Interrupting-
brushing off Hulk Hogan like he's a
Thank
nobody.
God, I
Like
love that.
it doesn't matter that it's Mania. It's Paul Heyman's pissed, and
Yeah.
that was really well done, I thought.
Yeah, and I like that it was the first match. Brock can go back to Vegas and face Daniel Cormier.
No, that's an excuse why Lesnar lost, though, that he could
Yeah.
say. He wasn't. He thought he was in the main, later in the night. Heyman came out and demanded the match be now, so he wasn't ready.
And I'm really excited to see the WWE title on Raw every week.
Yeah, me too.
Seth Rollins, especially as a champion, that's great. He did something Roman Reigns never could.
Drew McIntyre would be better, but
Yeah, well, Drew McIntyre
What?
lost to fucking Roman Reigns. It's
I
terrible.
know.
What,
hate it.
I know.
what couldn't Reigns ever do?
Beat Brock at Mania for the title. Did he?
No, he did.
Oh, well,
No.
he lost.
We'll have to fact check that real
He
quick.
lost last year. He beat him at SummerSlam, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
he beat
what
him
it
at
was.
Mania. He beat him at SummerSlam. All right. Number one is, of course, Kofi fucking Mania. Kofi Kingston finally capturing the title.
That
Great.
was unbelievable.
Great back and forth match. A lot of close falls. Not a lot of outside interfering. It was
And
perfect.
pulled on your heartstrings the whole time.
Devin was emotional at the end. I saw a tear or two.
I cried a little bit.
I teared up.
He
I
is the first black WWE champion
he's
in
a-
history.
He's the first African American champion. The
Yeah.
World Heavyweight Championship
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count as a WWE Championship. Mark Henry, Booker T, and The Rock
have all been world champions.
have all been world champions, but they haven't been
R-Truth has also been NWA champion
But that was
twice.
TNA. But I'm saying in WWE, as WWE champion, Kofi Kingston's the first African American one
Mhm.
because he's 100% black. The Rock is half. That doesn't count as a full African American. The Rock is a great wrestler. He's the most charismatic wrestler of all time. But like, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's great to see Kofi as champion. I'm glad that they finally pulled the trigger. It's about 10 years too late, but
One of the best moments was I went on Twitter and there was a video of MVP and Shad,
Yeah, I saw that.
and then when he won, the tears coming out of their eyes that somebody finally did it.
That was good.
That was a beautiful moment.
And then I saw on Twitter of another guy saying that his son wanted to be like Kofi Kingston, and like Kofi was giving hope to the community.
It was unreal.
Yeah,
I turned around and Sean and I made eye contact, and we were both like,
making out.
we were both tearing up, and I saw it, and I was like, oh God, you're gonna. Make
it was an excellent moment.
No, that was great.
It was
excellent
very
moment.
emotional weekend.
WWE did a great job as building that up.
I think Vince did a terrific job building that up.
the only negative out of it is superstar Billy Graham telling Kofi
What
to
a
take
piece
steroids.
of shit.
Don't even mention him.
Go back into the fucking nursing home, yeah.
Don't
So
even mention him.
Alright,
Don't even
moving
give
on.
him the credit.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, not moving on. Kofi Kingston, congratulations.
yeah,
You did it.
congrats, Kofi.
Big E's got a torn meniscus, so keep it going for you.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on to Raw for top 5 juiciest moments. This one's pretty juicy. Dean Ambrose's final match with Lashley. It didn't really do anything for me, the match, but like, it's Dean's final match, so.
Don't worry, Renee. Don't worry, Dean. I'll take care of Renee for you.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
yeah,
Should be. I like it the other way around better.
right.
But yeah, it was okay. Dean, who knows what the hell Dean's gonna do? People were saying he's gonna stay. People were saying he's going. People were saying he already booked his indie events.
I
Who
was
knows?
just
Why is
gonna
he
talk
booking
about
indie
that.
events?
Well, no, we'll talk about
Did he
that
really?
later.
All right. 'cause
That's
I
what-
didn't-
that's what-
Oh,
that's
I
what
didn't
we
see
did.
that.
We'll talk about it later.
All right, moving on to my number 4 is we got finally Lars Sullivan has debuted, and I think the way they did it was great. Taking out Kurt Angle, kind of making it look like he's the one that ended Kurt Angle's career, not Baron Corbin. I like that better.
Is he on you? Not to jump ahead, but is he on your SmackDown top 5?
No.
All right, so I'll bring up the point now. On SmackDown, did you guys watch it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did anybody else get deja vu with Brock Lesnar debuting against the Hardys
Oh yeah,
and
but
decimating
Yeah,
them?
a little
Then
bit,
They have
yeah.
Lars Sullivan come out. I'm watching it. And I'm like, wow, this was exactly how Brock Lesnar came.
true.
He destroyed the Hardys, and
He needs
looked.
Paul Heyman.
He looked fun. Well, he
Well,
didn't.
I think
Lesnar
he had-
didn't have Heyman at the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
think
thought he did.
No.
No.
Oh wait, he did
Heyman,
actually. He did.
Heyman turned on Big Show.
No, Heyman came
Alright.
in. No, Heyman was with him. He came out and he was at ringside.
Yeah.
When he
'Cause I remember that
attacked the
because
Hardy
he
Boys?
was like, yeah, he was
He
bragging
attacked
about
Hardy
the
Boys,
next big thing.
Spike Dudley, Al Snow.
Okay. But he came out and attacked them, and I was like, this.
Yeah, it's
deja vu.
reminiscent.
It was
Yeah.
exactly like that, and
Yeah.
look at how Lesnar turned out.
And
So.
Hey,
honestly,
we'll
I think
see.
that panic attack was the best thing that happened to ours because I think he would have lost to Cena if he faced him at WrestleMania, and that would have taken all the momentum away from him. So I think it's better that he's come back like this. They're at the beginning of the the Raw season. I think it's Devin just pulled out cookie dough ice cream.
This is a first on the show.
Don't worry about it. I'm being quiet.
We can hear you opening it. But yeah, it was a cool moment.
I can smell the cookie dough.
My number 3 moment is we finally got Sami Zayn back. And it was so great to see him switch between face and heel.
Oh, the promo was great.
My God.
Did you see him fall when he came out?
No.
I didn't need to see
Are
that
you
either.
serious? He ate shit when he ran out.
Did he really?
And the camera cut away, and then it cut back to him, and he was lying on the ground.
Yeah, but
Oh,
what
I thought he
about
did that on purpose.
Batista
No,
eating shit?
well, that was great, but no, he ran out, and the camera's like panned out, but he just ate shit, and then the camera looks at him, and he's just like,
Yeah, I thought he did that on purpose.
oh no, he ate shit.
That's-
It was
that's
amazing.
awesome.
It was
Titus
amazing.
O'Neil moment?
No, not.
Nothing will beat that.
Yeah,
that
that's true.
dude disappeared.
Well, he was disappeared anyway. He was in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, but no one really cared about that.
Yeah.
Or Titus.
Who won them? Oh, Strowman. I was right
Strowman
about
did,
that.
yeah.
Let's talk about how right I was, guys. No.
No.
Number 2
A
moment.
short conversation.
Fuck you. Number 2 is Lacey Evans finally coming to the ring. Another debut.
Well, she didn't make it
She didn't
into
make
the
it.
ring.
She didn't make it into the ring, but she
Yes.
finally made a move and actually hit somebody. And who did she hit? Becky Two Bells.
The man.
I don't like the women's right. That's the name of her finisher. The finish,
Yeah.
it's a right hand. It's a punch. It's terrible.
That has
It
to
is
be a
terrible.
signature move because it didn't even knock out Becky.
Signature move. You know what would be cool? If she had a submission move.
That would
Call
be-
it the women's suffrage.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
This shit just writes itself.
book it, Vince.
Book it.
But a right hand as a finisher is not. It's
No,
not the
it's
80s.
lame.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you, the Big Show?
No, you're definitely not the Big Show. Big Show can actually knock you out with one punch.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I'm sure she could knock out somebody with one punch too. She was in the military, but to do that in wrestling, it just
Don't mind me.
when they do Canadian destroys every other move, it doesn't make sense. My number 1 is finally. I mean, my number 1 is keeping the titles on Kofi and Rollins after being announced that
Oh,
You
they
guys were so worried.
after
I
facing
know,
each
Oh
other.
I know.
my
You
god.
never
And I
know.
kept saying it's not going to happen.
I said to Becca, I was like, I'm going to bed. I'm not staying up for the main event. I'm 99% sure there won't be a winner, but I'm still nervous. The first thing I did was check when I woke up.
And
Because there was a little part of me that thought, they're going to fuck this up.
Yeah, I did do a group text, but no, I don't think you believed me when I said that Kofi won. But
I ignore your text. when I
Yeah,
see
I do too.
why?
Sometimes.
Why?
Except for today, I had to believe you.
They're all right.
All right, yeah.
You never know if I'm joking or not because
It's true.
I'm
It's
so
the most
convincing.
aggravating thing.
I'm pretty convincing when I try to lie. Like it's good. But the bar coming out was really random. I know it came out because they've been trying to keep Kofi from winning the titles, but like winning the title. But it seemed random. It seemed kind of like hey,
It should have been like
They're here.
potential contenders for both of them that should have came out.
well, I like Cesaro as a potential contender, but
I'd like them to fight over who would beat Kofi, and then they could break up.
Well, that's
I think
that
it's an
would,
easy way to break them up.
well, they did that. That's how they became a tag team. Was when they had the best of 5.
That's
the
the
seven,
Seven,
which
yeah.
was great.
on Raw, yeah, but it would be such an easy thing. Like they're trying to prevent Kofi from being champ. Cesaro's like, I'll take it. I'll take it from here. I'll take the title from him. And Sheamus is like, wait, let me take the title from him, and then they can break up because I don't want them together anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
Whatever.
All right. Finally, moving on to my SmackDown top 5. These are the last top 5 juiciest moments of the fucking week because wrestling was just so much this week. Jesus Christ.
There was a lot of wrestling.
Oh my god. Thank God it's over. I love wrestling, but
Are you serious?
dude,
It was taxing.
One of the most emotional weekends of my life.
Oh my God, Matt Taven winning. Oh
For
my
Gargano
God.
Friday,
Gargano Friday,
Taven
Taven Saturday,
Kofi's
Kofi's.
Sunday.
Oh jeez.
Babyface weekend.
And then
Out of
like
tears.
us having almost a heart attack that we were about to have a unified champ on Monday night. Oh
Mhm.
jeez.
Thank God we don't. We don't
I
need
know.
an
We don't need that.
unified
Mm-mm.
champ. And Becky said herself that she's not going to unify the belt. She's going to
Well, she'll
both.
defend them, yeah.
And I hope she doesn't lose to Lacey. I mean, I'm sure she will, but I hope she doesn't lose to Lacey in her first title defense.
Yeah.
But
I'd be fine with it.
I mean, I
would
would
be
be
too.
fine with it, but it's just like, why put her at the top of the card when she hasn't had a match yet? I know she's getting a mega push, but like, make her face like
Well,
somebody.
she just tweeted out too that you remember how Becky was tweeting like, oh, I wasn't oh no, it was Ronda, like, screw the woo, damn the man, blah blah blah. Well, she just tweeted out, I wasn't raised by a legend. My mother didn't throw me in judo training, and I didn't spend my whole life trying to fight to get here. So I thought that was pretty cool
Yeah,
from Lacey.
yeah, that's pretty cool. She's good. I mean,
I just want to see her wrestle for once. Like, come on, just give it to us.
I want to see her make it to the ring.
Yeah, no shit.
Maybe Monday will be the first time ever, well, on the main roster that she makes it to the ring.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
we'll see.
All right, moving on to my SmackDown Live top 5. I love that rhymes. Number 5 is the 6-man tag match between Ali, that's his name now, Ricochet and Aleister Black versus Andrade, that's his name now, Rusev, that's his name now, and Nakamura, that's his name now. Nobody,
No, he's still Shinsuke Nakamura, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I think
They're
they
not
still
gonna
call
take
him
that from him.
Yeah.
Did they?
That's
No,
his name.
My bad. Well, that's his real name?
Other than that,
They
yeah,
can't take away his real
that was a
name.
great match.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
great
I
was
thought
match.
awesome.
so too. I like that one little moment where they're all like in
The
crisscross
three of
applesauce. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that phrase.
Haven't heard that in a long time.
Do you want more
Yeah.
pizza?
Not right now.
Okay.
But I think I would have liked to have Andrade, Rusev, and Nakamura win, just to add more to the Ricochet Black story, even though there's not one yet. There probably won't be at this point, to be honest. I think
Well, the easiest way to break them up.
shake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Ali got the pin on Andrade. I'm not a big fan of that, but I think Ali should have pinned Rusev.
Let Andrade lose as much as he wants until Money in the Bank. Then he can get a win.
Yeah, but then like McIntyre and Bobby Lashley need to win too.
He's Charlotte Flair's boyfriend. Watch, he's gonna get
Yeah,
a
that's
push.
true. Ric Flair is gonna push for him.
I don't see Lashley winning.
I want Lashley to win. I like Lashley. I'm like one of the few.
I think the time has passed.
I hate that
For
though.
him, yeah.
I don't like that.
I guess, but like, I don't know. We'll figure out what brand he's on, where he sticks, and where
Yeah,
the
true.
order. Who deserves it more than him?
Yeah, my number. Oh, sorry. What are you?
Because if he's on the same show as McIntyre deserves it more, in my opinion.
Yeah,
if he's on the
exactly.
same show as Andrade,
Are they doing-
Andrade deserves it more.
Are they doing 2?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Isn't it every other?
Yeah. Well, no, they just do one men's, one women's.
Yeah. So from both brands.
Yeah. So
Because
guys from both brands will be in it.
Corbin was last year.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Corbin and Carmella,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
were SmackDown. I think the year before might have been
Raw.
Raw.
I don't remember.
We'll have to
Ed's
look
gonna.
it up.
Ed's
I
gonna look it
thought
up.
it was because of the brand split. I'm not sure what they did. But
So, well, I'll move on to number 4 while Ed's looking that up. My number 4 is the Hardy Boys beating the Usos to become the new tag team champions for the 21st time. That's including their Omega championships that they owned, but that's fine.
it doesn't count.
That does count.
If that's the case, then I'm a 45-time tag team champion with myself.
Dude, remember when we used to play SmackDown vs. Raw and win tag team championships?
Yes.
I wish everybody could see what I made in that game. That was the most greatest
Do
creation.
you have it saved somewhere?
I don't know, but I hope so. I mean, the princess is something that needs to be seen by the public eyes one day. He was so athletic and so charismatic that he was a SmackDown vs. Raw legend. Still remember like kids seeing that and they're like, "What the hell?" and then being pissed that I beat the shit out of him. Ed, did you find it?
So just to correct you guys, 2 years ago at Money in the Bank 2017 was Baron Corbin,
Oh, that was 2 years ago?
Yeah, and Carmella.
Time flies.
right? Last year
Wait, let me
was...
try to remember. Like, what the hell was last year then?
Well, it's easy. I can tell you right now.
Ooh.
I thought it was
Ed's got the Wikipedia up.
who?
It was Alexa Bliss
Oh. Yeah.
And
because she cashed in on the same night.
yeah, who was the men's?
Oh, and then the men's
Why do I
was
not
Braun
remember?
Strowman.
Oh, that's right, because
yeah.
he failed. at
Yeah, it was
cashing
the
in.
Monster in the Bank.
We've had 2 failed cash-ins in the last 2 years.
The last 2 men's have failed. Yeah.
That's awful.
That's okay.
No, it's not.
It
Strong
makes it more. Now it makes it less predictable.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean? It gets
I
it.
guess, but like pull the goddamn trigger on Strowman.
Yeah.
I mean, you can literally just run into.
I don't
the
think
fucking-
Strowman is gonna get the trigger pulled.
You
Let's
can-
be honest here.
You can run into the ring and pin somebody when they're down.
You
Like,
should never lose if you have money in the bank.
True.
You
I
should
know,
never
I know,
lose.
That's dumb. Who did he lose to? Cena? Did he?
He interrupted Lesnar's match and he
Yeah.
like booted it or something. No, he used it for
he
Hell in a
lost at
Cell.
GQ, yeah, or something.
He used it ahead of time for Hell in a Cell against Reigns.
Which
and
is what
Lesnar-
John Cena did
And Lesnar came out
when Cena lost it.
yeah.
by DQ because the Big Show came out.
Yeah.
It was Raw 1000.
All right, but for my number 4, I wasn't a big fan of Lars Sullivan. Devin mentioned this before, of Lars Sullivan coming out and beating up the Hardys after they won the tag titles. It kind of made them look weak. I know they just had a match, so they were a little tired, but like I feel like Lars should have came in during the 6-man tag match and maybe beat up all of them instead.
Mm-mm.
No.
And it makes them all 6 of them are viable contenders for multiple championships. The Hardys, they can get squashed by a guy. It doesn't matter.
But why have them beat the Usos? Like I think the Usos
But
should.
there's always a title change after Mania.
I
It's
know, but the-
surprising. It's views.
But the Usos are a young tag team. They should have beat the Hardys
right,
to
then
be
they'll go to Raw.
put over.
The Usos will go to Raw.
I disagree because we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
get to that. Believe me, we'll get to that.
The Usos are going to Raw, homeboy.
No way.
No, dog. All right,
Nah, dog.
we're gonna go to number 3. I liked this one. Orton came out after the 6-man tag match, RKO'd Ali, and then Kevin Owens just comes out of nowhere and he stunners Rusev. I think that's going to be the beginning of their feud, which is kind of cool.
The one-upsmanship thing.
One-upsmanship
I'd be
thing.
down for that feud.
Yeah.
All day.
Did you see what Orton was doing walking up the entrance ramp?
No.
He hit the arcade, was walking up the entrance ramp. He put his hands over his eyes and started screaming, "The light's too bright, I can't see where I'm going," and then walked out.
What's that a homage to, Devin?
His match with AJ.
Yeah.
Because
Because what?
a lot of people missed it.
Why?
Yeah, because the
Because of the
lights are
lighting.
shining in their face.
No.
People are complaining a lot on Twitter that they couldn't see anything for 95% of that match.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty bad.
AJ hurt himself with nothing.
Yeah, the hip, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, from the super. He
From
said the
that-
superplex.
The superest superplex I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
that was
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, Bob Orton.
He said
would've
it
been
was all
proud.
his. He said it was 100% his fault. He landed too far on his left side.
Well, he was like 50 feet in the air.
Yeah, his feet were out of the camera.
Yeah, Bob Orton would have been proud. My number 2 is Samoa Joe being interrupted by Braun Strowman. What a feud that's gonna be. They're gonna kill each other.
I don't think we've had that, right?
No.
Like they're both monsters, so I think that's the best feud that I can think of for them two.
Now,
right
which
now.
show will that be on?
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Well, fuck me, right?
Yeah.
Devin, fuck you. All right, number 1 is another 6-man tag match between the New Day, Sheamus, Cesaro, McIntyre. McIntyre's a beast. Oh my God, why would you have him lose to fucking Roman Reigns? I understand it's a feel-good moment for Reigns,
No, that
but
pissed me off.
that's my one negative of WrestleMania. I mean, obviously the Corbin angle
He
thing
shouldn't
is,
have won.
but like, no,
McIntyre should have beat Reigns.
I agree.
Yeah, all day.
Did you see
every
what
day.
happened at the end of that 6-man tag?
McIntyre left.
He was like
He was gone in the midway
stealthily escorted out
Yeah.
so he doesn't look
week. Yeah.
weak. But if you don't want him to look weak, why did he lose to Reigns? If you don't want him to look weak, why is he losing a 6-man tag match when Xavier Woods is one of the people in it?
Yeah, I know.
I agree.
Because Sheamus, Cesaro, and McIntyre one-on-one would kill Xavier Woods.
I don't think they want to make Kofi look weak. That's the thing.
Well, that I agree with. I think it's
no matter whether Kofi, no matter who gets
I
pinned.
know Kofi didn't. I know.
Yeah, but Kofi doesn't have to take the pin.
No.
And Drew could have taken out Xavier Woods.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
And
don't
look
know
strong.
what they can't have their cake and eat it too. They're
But what if they like cake?
well, it's too bad.
Well, what if they want?
They want the faces to win, but they want the heels to look dominant, and it doesn't work that way.
That takes the cake.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
nice.
burp.
Do it. Do it into the microphone. Do it, Devin.
That's
Nice.
a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna add that to the end.
That's a good transition.
Wait, hold on. I have an extra credit for my GCS top 5.
You can't
Ooh.
just do that.
Dude, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
All right, that's true.
Big E doing a split. I love it.
I fucking put him out. Did you see?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. He
Torn
tore his
meniscus.
but that was awesome. I mean, a guy that big to pull off a split that well, good for him.
Yeah, I agree.
And now we're gonna transition.
All right, and now it's a time to transition into questions for episode 11.
Hell yeah.
All right, so as you guys all know, Enzo and Cass stormed over the barricades and started attacking the Briscoes and Bully Ray during Ring of Honor's G1 Supercard. And according to Dave Meltzer, right, Enzo and Cass are not signed to Ring of Honor. But if you were a bug in Ring of Honor's ear, are you saying nay or yay to Enzo and Cass, and why?
Absolutely yes.
Okay.
You are saying yes. Why? Why am I saying that?
Yeah, why are you saying yes?
Because you're gonna watch. You're gonna want to tune in. It's their first match together since WWE. People are going to watch. They know who this is. This isn't someone from Ring of Honor's development camp getting a call up on a pay-per-view. It's Enzo and Cass. I guarantee you,
Yeah, but it's
people are going to tune in and watch.
but it's Cass and the biggest joke in all of professional wrestling.
All right. Well,
Doesn't matter who. People are going to tune in. I guarantee it.
my opinion, Cass looked great. He looked like he's lost a lot of weight since his last appearance at Big Time Wrestling. I disagree with Enzo being there after the allegations. I mean, has he been cleared yet?
Yeah, I believe so.
I
I
think
think
it's still
so.
ongoing, isn't it?
I think the girl deleted her like social media and everything, and
I
everything
know she was like a
dropped.
drug addict or something, but
Because apparently this is like the third time
yeah, it's
that
false.
this has happened, that it's been like false accusations, and then when they find out, she deletes all of the
Yeah.
all the messages. And
I don't know.
everything.
Sometimes
I don't
girls
know.
get scared, but who
No, I
knows?
know. I'm not saying
Yeah, who knows
it's
what
whose
the truth
fault,
is,
but
yeah.
it doesn't.
It's just not adding up.
I mean, with it being this soon after the allegations and everything, I don't know. I mean, Enzo's name's still a pretty big name. Enzo and Cass are a big tag team.
Yes.
Will they bring views to ROH? Yes, I think so. Is it a good idea to have them? No, I don't.
I'm on his side. I'm sorry, Devin.
I
I
don't
don't
care
listen.
what you guys say.
Listen. I don't mind Big Cass because I've always been kind of a
Oh,
fan
I
of
don't
Big
like
Cass.
either of them.
No, but I'm just saying,
Yeah, I'm not a
like,
big fan.
I'm just not a
Big
fan
Cass is
of
way too
Enzo.
robotic.
I don't care about either of them at all. But I know
I don't know, but
People
my
are
opinion
going to
is
watch.
Ring of Honor doesn't need Enzo and Cass.
They could have done somebody better.
Exactly.
you can't just pick and choose every tag team you want. This tag team,
Ryback would have been a better thing than fucking Enzo and Cass.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry to tell you.
different, but
And the only reason they did that run in was to compete with the Hall of Fame because that fan bum rushed fucking Bret
all
Hart.
right, it wasn't a fan. It was Shawn Michaels.
But
anyway.
No, it was Vince dressed up as that fan.
It was a
And
crazy,
Vince screaming, Brett screwed Brett.
crazy mentally unstable white dude wearing a Rasta hat trying to hide his identity, doing
What
a
a piece
really
of
bad
shit.
job. My favorite thing out of that, fucking Shane Dawson uppercutting that dude. Oh my god, he got fucked up after that.
You
Was
mean
it-
Chad Dawson?
No, Shane Dawson, isn't it?
Shane Dawson's a YouTuber.
Shane.
Yeah, it's Chad Dawson.
Nope, it's not Chad Dawson either.
Oh, what is
Scott Dash.
Scott.
Wait.
Scott Wilder.
No, it's
No.
Dash Wilder.
Dash Wilder and
No, Dash Wilder. My
Yes,
Dash
Dash
Wilder.
Wilder.
Dash Wilder.
He's
Can we
confusing all
re-record
the names. No.
that? We all fucking confused
You're
it.
not re-recording
Uh,
anything.
So Dash
Who
Wilder.
are the revival?
Dash Wilder and Sean.
I don't know
Scott
anymore.
Dawson.
I don't know anymore.
That one white dude from the revival.
Yeah,
uppercut. We all know who he is.
Yeah.
So he Dash Wilder did the uppercut. Travis Brown ran in. Shane McMahon ran in.
Well, Travis Brown is now everybody's favorite person in the WWE.
Yeah, he needs to be security because obviously security's
He's
not
been
doing shit.
He was in there quick.
Yeah, he
he
was.
real quick.
Yeah, he was.
So poor Bret Hart.
Yeah,
There was
no
a
kidding.
great photo. Somebody posted. I don't know who. Someone in WWE. They posted a photo with Bret Hart. They had their arm around him, and they were like, "Congratulations on the Hall of Fame." And Wilder commented and was like, "Don't you fucking touch him."
Oh man. Anyways,
Oh wait. Oh, I should have made Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins one of them too.
Oh,
There's so
wow.
many fucking moments.
That'd be
that
number
made
6
me-
then.
Yeah, that would
because
be number 6.
You didn't think of it until now.
True.
It's not that
Well, I did think of it. It's just like
It was the kickoff, but that was a phenomenal moment.
that was a great match too.
yeah, it was actually
yeah,
a
it
good
was.
match.
congrats.
Yeah.
Anyway, so AJ Styles recently shared a picture of himself with the Good Brothers, and it's side by side with another picture of him giving the Too Sweet to Finn Balor.
Too sweet.
So, what are the chances that these men are all going to be aligned and we're going to get the club on WWE television?
Well, the Good Brothers are going, I think.
Yeah, they.
But for the limited time that they're still here.
We
Why
already
would you
had
wait
it with
this
both
long?
of them.
Yeah.
We already had it with both of them.
No, but I mean like AJ, Finn, and the
I
Good
think
Brothers.
AJ and Finn stay separated.
No, I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either.
But I think it was. I don't know. I just think it was nothing out of it. I don't think they're teasing.
I think it's
anything.
just
wishful
AJ
thinking.
just being,
Yeah.
They just do.
just teasing.
Yeah.
You tease.
You are such a tease.
Yikes.
Zack Ryder recently tweeted a challenge to the Hardy Boys
No.
for a winner-take-all match in the Superstar Shake-Up, to
No.
which Matt Hardy, replied that they were down to do
No.
this. Is this WWE's attempt to eventually eliminate the dual rosters?
They're having
Or
a
is this
superstar
just
shakeup. How are they going to delete them?
It's
But
just for
eventually,
fun.
Yeah,
yeah,
It's
okay.
No,
All right.
that's not happening. Would
Winner,
it be?
winner take all is different than the unification match.
Yeah,
Just to
true.
let everybody.
Yeah.
And I think that if Rollins would have beat Kofi, he would have been winner take all. It would have still been 2 titles, 2 brands. Unification and winner take all are completely different.
So what are you gonna do when there's a pay-per-view and all your champions are double champions? Is there gonna be 10 matches of
The same
same
guys?
same
Yeah,
champions
I
defending
don't
their
want
titles?
everybody pulling double duty.
No.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Everybody just got hit with the injury bug apparently this past weekend. So
Yeah.
we don't
Well,
need
it
any
usually
more.
happens around Mania.
Well, there's call-ups coming up, so
We don't need
True.
more with
True.
double duty.
Yeah,
True.
true.
All
Well,
right.
all the injuries coming back too.
Yeah, that's true. Especially Luke Harper,
You gain some, you lose some.
right?
Yeah, whatever.
All right, so let's listen to some audio because Paige
Do the
was
Harper one
on.
since you just mentioned them.
All right, fine. You want me to do that one?
Yeah.
All right. How
Thank-
smart of a move was it to pair EC3 and Maverick together, considering that he still lost to Luke Harper with Maverick in his corner?
It was on main event, right?
Yeah.
Then who cares?
True, but they should be together. They have
Yeah,
great
they-
chemistry together.
No, I'm not saying who cares that they're together. I'm saying who cares that they lost.
Me too.
Yeah. But EC3 and Drake Maverick, I think they were a good pair in TNA. I don't really watch TNA to know, but I heard good things on Twitter. People talking about it. They're interested. So
They had good chemistry together.
if Dixie Carter comes back, maybe she can be like the manager.
Nope.
Why?
I don't know. Stop.
Why? She's.
I don't know. Why do you want
Don't talk about
Do
her.
I want Dixie Carter? No, but would
It's
it
never
be?
going to happen.
It'll be like a Vicky Guerrero thing.
Hell will freeze
Everybody
over.
wanted-
Oh, forget it. Forget it.
No
All
way.
right, moving on.
Haters.
That's it.
Not keeping it juicy.
Wow. All right, so we're going to listen to some audio. Paige was on SmackDown recently, and she had a little bit of a conversation. So let's hear the audio.
I mean, they were very impressive. They ended the legendary undefeated streak of the Brooklyn Bells. Is that what? Yeah, well, impressive, to say the least. But do you want to know a little secret, Kayla? Come, you're going to want to lean in for this. Next week, I'm going to be bringing an impressive tag team of my own.
Look, who do you guys think the new tag team that Paige is teasing?
Is she going to be managing this team?
Apparently, yes, she is.
So it's not going to be the Sky Pirates.
She's gonna manage them.
Yeah. Well, that's been the whole plan, is that when she was done with promoting Fighting With My Family, that she was going to come back in a managerial role.
Who's a women's tag team?
Well, it's not going to be Absolution, I don't think.
Maybe it's going to be those two girls from NXT. What's their names? Shit. Devin, start talking because I need to look this up.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, I think I know
you
who
can
you're
think of a
talking
team?
about.
I can actually think of a team.
No,
not the 4 Horsewomen. I can actually think of a team, but Devin, start talking so it makes it look like I'm doing something.
No one can see you anyway, but she would probably manage. I would hope it's. I mean, I'd imagine it's a face team because she's over as a face, right?
Yeah. No,
yeah,
who
I
knows?
mean, yeah, but are the Iconics still? Are they still a heel team? I mean, now that
Yes,
they've
the Iconics are heels.
okay. I mean, I go fuck myself then.
No.
Bruh.
But like, no, but I'm just saying, like, and hey, that was a moment. That was one of my favorite moments of WrestleMania, by the way.
What's that?
Was
Iconics winning.
what Peyton Royce was wearing.
Oh god.
It's a tribute to Eddie Guerrero, man. Come on, that was an awesome costume.
All right.
And I said it from the moment she won. I was like, oh my god. When she was wearing that, I was like, oh, they're gonna win.
All right. So the tag team I'm thinking of is Vanessa Bourne and Aaliyah. I think they're gonna be.
Oh yeah.
That could be.
Aaliyah's been in developmental forever.
Yeah. So I'm thinking it's
She
gonna
has
be
been
them
down.
too.
Remember when Breaking Ground came out?
Yeah.
She was in there before that.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
jeez.
I think that might be the tag team.
It's been a few years. But
All
she
right.
looks
So,
like
I
she
mean,
finally
I'd
found
be
her-
okay with it.
Some people were thinking because of a report online that Candice LeRae was going to debut on the main roster that her and Kairi Sane were going to be a tag team, but that's not going to happen.
I don't like that.
I
hope
don't like
not.
that either because the Sky Pirates need to be together.
I could see who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Vanessa Bourne and
Paige,
Aaliyah.
Paige.
They would get over as good heels, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
So I think that would be kind of.
That'd be turning the Iconics face. Why not?
They're baby faces. I mean, they're
Yeah, they are.
people are chanting "You deserve it."
That doesn't
They
doesn't
were-
define what their character is.
Dude, look at
because
them.
They're heels.
They're heel. They're,
She's the most
they're
beautiful.
They're
wrestler.
on
heel
the
characters.
they're on the border of being heel and face.
All right.
I don't really care about them.
They're
to be
not
honest, but
full-fledged baby faces, though.
well, Devin.
Go on.
All right. Anyways, so obviously everybody saw this little vignette that played before they came back from commercial,
That was not juicy.
and
It
it
was
was a puppet of what looked like a decayed buzzard with a Hawaiian shirt,
Coughing.
coughing.
I was confused by the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everybody was at the time, but what do you guys think of Bray Wyatt?
What's his new character? Is his new character going to be a comedy?
I mean, I don't know. That's the thing. Like, where is this? I'm interested to see how long they carry this. Like, when are we going to see Bray?
Maybe the buzzard's dying.
Probably the shake-up.
Maybe the buzzard's dying.
I don't think so.
There's no more follow the buzzards. Maybe it's dying.
I don't like the puppet thing, and I'm already upset that I've talked about it for this much.
Okay, whatever.
I
Devin.
thought it was
You
so.
were so fucking.
It
But
was
listen,
so
I
silly.
love
Come on.
Bray, and
No,
to
I
see
know.
that
Yeah, I
was
agree.
that was defeating. Like, are you
I know.
kidding me?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you're giving him a puppet?
Um,
I mean, hopefully he rocks it, and makes it believable. But
I'm hoping
I don't
it's
think-
also just for the
Yeah, I don't think the
trailer. I don't
puppet's
think
gonna
he's
come-
come out with it.
I think the puppet's gonna die, and then he's gonna come out as something
I
different.
hope so.
Because I saw
hope
his
so.
hair, and he looks kind of
Rebirth.
cool. Maybe he's not like a cult leader anymore. Maybe he's just
A face?
a loner.
They're gonna be a face.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe a babyface loner.
I hope so.
Maybe he's gonna try to recruit Aleister Black.
I mean,
We'll
Owens is
see.
a face, so they're
We'll
kind of
see.
experimenting with everybody. It looks like.
I know, right?
Experiment.
Yikes.
All right, so earlier we touched upon this, the reports about Dean Ambrose's future. So we got one saying that they think Dean is done, or he's not done, I should say, with the WWE. Then there's another report saying that he's already booked indie dates. What do you guys want to see Dean Ambrose do?
Indie dates. He's had
I'd
his,
like him to chill,
he's had his run in WWE. Either
relax.
take a minute,
No indie dates.
and relax.
Come back as John Moxley?
I mean, no one's gonna. He's not. If he comes back, everybody's gonna be excited to see him back. Like, it's not like he's gonna go away and people are gonna forget about him. Like, he's a former three-time WWE champion.
I believe so.
If he wanted to wrestle, he could just go. He could just wrestle part-time in WWE. I don't know. Why do you want to go? I don't know.
He's not interesting in WWE. Like, I have. No,
I think an
I
indie
thought-
run could re-spice
How
it up for
indie
him.
are we talking?
Not very.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
I think
Rey
he does what
Mysterio
Cody
Indy.
Rhodes does.
Cody Rhodes, Rey Mysterio, Indy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like showing up to different territories, wrestling in the different territories, and just seeing where it goes from there.
Yeah.
I'd be all right with Dean doing that.
I mean, when Dean first came into the WWE, I thought he was going to be like a Roddy Piper kind of character. I thought he was going to be great.
That's what everybody thought.
He was going to cut some great promos, and then he debuted, and it was kind of like, oh,
I know Bray's a little sad about Dean being gone, so
Bray?
yeah, Bray tweeted out a picture saying, "Hey, I'm gonna miss the wars where we were killing each other."
Roman said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had his moment. Fuck him. Anyways, the Superstar Shakeup is happening this week, and I have tasked everyone here,
All two of us.
All three of us.
all three of us actually.
There's three of
Well,
us.
because he asked two of us. He didn't
Well,
ask
he
himself.
asked himself first.
Well, I did
because
ask
obviously,
myself first.
Obviously, he had to come up with
I
a
said,
question.
I said, "Self, is this a good idea?"
He said, Eddie Valiant, can I ask
Eddie
you a
Valiant.
question?
Keep going.
All right,
Can
well,
we keep it juicy for a minute, Devin, please?
So I asked these guys to come up with 5 wrestlers they think is going to debut on the Red brand this week, which means that's going to be their new home, and to come up with 5 guys they will see on the Blue brand on Tuesday, which will be their new home. And we are going to start with the man who's always keeping it juicy. That's right, Juicy Josh.
Well, this has nothing to do with my top 5 because I'm going to keep it juicy for this top 5 too.
It's not a top 5, you dope. It's just
It's
5.
top 5.
Whatever.
Top 5 people I would want on SmackDown.
Mine are in no order.
Yeah, mine aren't either.
Mine aren't either.
Well, then it's...
It has nothing to do with anything. I'm just trying to talk. My 5, I'm not going to name all 5.
Yeah,
That's
why
not
not?
okay. So it's going to be Finn Balor to SmackDown,
Okay.
Lashley to SmackDown, Ricochet to SmackDown, The Revival to SmackDown, and Elias to SmackDown. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, can I see the list again? Finn, Lashley, Ricochet. Wow, that's pretty close to what my 5 were gonna be.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
really?
I think they all need fresh starts.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, well then I'll read my 5 and 5.
Well, wait, Devin, who was different on yours?
Yeah.
I was gonna switch Alexa Bliss.
Okay.
With who?
Oh, we'll get to that, but
Oh, true.
I think she should.
Well, I thought this was their moment.
No, I think she should have she needs to go over to SmackDown. I mean, she did just start feuding with Bayley and Sasha and stuff, but I think it'd be cool to switch up Sasha and Bayley also, because they can still be tag champs on 2 different shows. I think that would be cool.
No, but I'm saying, who would you take off my list to add Alexa Bliss to yours?
Oh, maybe Elias. I think he needs the spotlight.
Yeah, on Raw.
He's doing really well on Raw.
All right, well mine's going to be completely different than any of you guys.
Oh, God.
So coming to Raw, I see Pete Dunne, I see Kairi Sane, I see Samoa Joe, Andrade, and The Bar
Okay.
coming to Raw.
That's good. I like Andrade.
Yeah, I like that.
Coming to SmackDown, I see Finn Balor, I see Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre, Ember Moon, and the B Team. Because I don't think they're going to give up any of their good tag teams on Raw.
B team.
Yeah.
That's just
They're just going to
What is up
do
with
what
you
they
and-
always do. And
What's
just,
up with you and Bo Dallas? You picked him last week for your fucking Andre the Giant battle.
I
Because
picked
he's
Colin
Bray Wyatt's
Jost.
brother. That's
I picked
why.
Colin Jost the first time, and then
that's
made
it. You're right. He was great in NXT. I liked him as the NXT champion, but
For Raw, I would like Aleister Black.
Oh yeah, I mean if I'm gonna split Ricochet,
I'd rather
and-
put Joe on Raw
yeah, that's
and then put Finn on SmackDown. You got to switch the
that's what I'm.
titles.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
All right.
that's what I mean.
Do you guys want to know my SmackDown, my Raw top 5?
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah.
Buddy Murphy, Randy Orton,
Going the wrong way with Buddy Murphy.
Samoa Joe, Sheamus, and Bobby Roode.
Good. Split the bar up.
Yes, I don't want the bar together anymore. Cesaro on
Let
SmackDown.
Cesaro.
See, I think you should split the bar
Let Cesaro. or
Wait.
McIntyre.
And
on Raw.
And said Chad Gable to 205 Live.
I would agree with that.
You would switch the bar to what?
Let Cesaro be Kofi's first challenger,
Yeah.
just as a warm up kind of.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I would like him to challenge Orton, but I think Orton and Owens are gonna feud.
And also, I know Buddy Murphy is technically going to NXT, but I would like him to go to Raw and have his
I want him in a tag team.
I would like him on Raw just so he could be like Ali and like have great moments and show people how good he is against the main roster.
Would you throw let's just think about this for a second. Would you throw Pete Dunne on 205 Live?
No.
He's way too good for that.
No.
No offense to 205 Live, but he was just
I just
champion
think
for
he could-
almost 700 days.
That's true. That's true. I just thought
That's
he
like when
could.
people asked if Finn should be on there.
He's the next
No.
William Regal, but
But
I don't know about better, but he's
no, not
very,
better, but at
He's
least
very
with a push.
charismatic.
In ring wide better.
Yeah.
In ring wise better.
I don't
Yeah, but
him-
William Regal never got
I think
the
equal.
Yeah,
Regal, in my opinion, is the greatest wrestler to never become world
Yeah, I
champion.
agree.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but
I agree
Pete
with
Dunne should be on SmackDown or Raw.
Where do you guys see Lacey Evans going? Raw?
Raw.
I think she stays on Raw.
Yeah, Vince loves her,
Um,
so she's got to be a Raw woman. Who else? Lars Sullivan will be Raw.
Ricochet, SmackDown, Black, Raw.
think
That's
so,
what I
Switch
said.
them up.
That's what I said.
I think so. But I wouldn't mind the opposite
Did you?
either.
Because I'm looking at your list and I don't see Black on Raw.
Why would Black not go to Raw if Ricochet? If I said Ricochet's going to go to SmackDown,
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
was
but I
Black
wouldn't-
stays on Raw, Devin.
But I wouldn't mind
kinda
seeing the
obvious at that
switch
point.
either, seeing Ricochet on Raw. I just think Ricochet would be the star of whatever show he's on.
I think
Let's
he's
just be honest
I think he's
here.
a better fit for
I
SmackDown.
think Black's a main eventer and Ricochet's a mid carder.
Yeah.
How about
In
AJ?
WWE, Ricochet is a mid carder.
Just
The
for
main eventer
now.
anywhere else.
Just for
Just
now.
for
He's
now.
Where do you
got-
see AJ going? Like if you're putting, because you guys are both thinking that Finn and AJ is not going to happen.
Well, if
Then
Orton's
AJ
going,
will go to Raw.
no, if Orton's going to Raw, I think AJ's staying on SmackDown, and WWE is going
I
to
don't
give the fans what they want.
What?
Finn and
Finn and
AJ
AJ against each other,
We already had that.
once.
but we need it more,
I
much more.
don't know.
What about Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn? What do you guys think?
I see Sammy going to SmackDown.
Sammy's staying on Raw. That promo was unbelievable.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, but I thought what he did on SmackDown was great too. It's almost like, I think I'm going to talk. Nah, screw you guys.
Yeah, but
I'm outta here.
he cut that great promo on Raw.
He really did, and that felt like it was coming from a real place.
That was coming from a Daniel Bryan place.
Yeah, we'll see. I am excited to see it because there are a lot of.
And it's not his
I don't know.
fault, okay, that the WWE, before he got injured, gave him the shittiest storyline ever
With Lashley?
with Lashley, right? And I think that's where his frustration in that promo came from.
I like your pick of Ember Moon being on SmackDown because they don't have many good women on SmackDown.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think SmackDown needs to, get a better roster.
Yeah.
Kyrie Sane should be on SmackDown also. I disagree.
Yeah,
with
Ember Moon's
your
great.
Raw pick.
Ember versus Ember versus Becky would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That was kind of no one. I don't know why they made her debut at the Battle Royal and then not
Well,
even
it's
mention
because the thing is Ember
Ember.
Moon was injured.
She's been
and,
injured.
it. No,
yeah,
I know, but
and
mention that she's in the thing at least.
yeah, but her goal was to make it to WrestleMania, so that's why she got to do that.
So what about Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt, Eric Rowan?
I want to see
And
Luke
Raw.
Harper and Eric Rowan on separate shows. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
I agree.
Put Luke on Raw and call it a day.
Yeah, Bray
Dude,
and Luke
really?
on the same.
Yeah,
thing.
keep Bray and Luke on the same show.
But
Give,
don't.
give
but you
Brian
know-
give Brian Harper.
But you know what
Let
happened?
Brian go to Raw and go for Rollins' title.
Okay, maybe, but listen.
I agree too, yeah.
How awesome of a moment should it have been when we saw Braun Strowman and Luke Harper staring at each other in the center of the ring?
Yeah, that was
That
cool.
was such a cool moment.
I think Brian and Rollins would put on a ridiculous segment on Raw. If Brian was just
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm over SmackDown. I don't need this.
True.
I'm going to go to Raw.
And I'm going to destroy the Universal title.
Make
Oh,
another
man.
hemp title. Because RVD
Have
smoked
we had
his.
Rollins versus Brian?
No.
No, we haven't.
In like a main event or
that'd be
something? That would
amazing.
be unbelievable. The biggest face and the biggest heel right now? Are you kidding me? Brian deserves it.
Definitely, I agree.
He definitely deserves
But
it.
I would want him to beat Rollins.
Brian's up for grabs now. I mean, they're not going to
That's
switch
true.
the champions,
But he's
right?
injured, though.
Grab him.
Doesn't matter. They're still going to. They can still draft him.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Make him join the Me Too movement. Grab him.
Anyway,
Anyways.
Inappropriate.
All right, moving on from that. That is going to do it for us this week.
5-star moment of the week.
Oh, five. That's
Yes.
right. I'm
You didn't
losing
even,
it.
you didn't
I'm
even
losing
mention the
it.
Twitter or
Today-
Facebook either.
Okay.
Is it the number 5 or do you spell out the 5?
Let him
It's-
let him say it
So on
first.
Twitter, It is at the number 5 _ star podcast.
The number 5?
Number 5. And on Facebook, it's facebook.com / 5 Star Wrestling Podcast.
Do you spell that one out?
You spell out the 5.
So FIVE?
That is correct. And we are also on Instagram now at 5 Star Wrestling Podcast.
Are we?
We are.
Do we spell that one?
I sent it to
yeah.
you guys.
Oh, yeah, we
Good
are.
job.
Wait, is that the number 5?
No, it's
I can
spell out
barely-
5.
I barely use mine.
FIVE.
Okay.
Nice.
And then a star or then
Yeah, Star Podcast, Wrestling
Shut
Podcast.
up.
All right. Anyways, it'll be on the
keep it juicy.
the description.
What's your 5-star?
5-star moment of the week.
Kofi Mania. Kofi.
Spoilers. I'm having a
Spoiler.
three-way tie.
Yeah. Nothing could take that away.
All right. So before he says his,
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
guys
just
do
say
yours.
mine is Matt Taven winning the ladder match.
Pretty juicy.
My 3-way tie is.
You can have a 3-way tie.
I can.
Who's-
If all of them made me
Dude, you
tear
had a
up.
top 8 last week.
Who's making these rules?
I am right now.
Devin, do you
As
keep
we go along.
Gargano winning
Devin's
Friday.
keeping it juicy, everybody.
Gargano winning the title Friday. Taven winning the title Saturday. Kofi winning the title Sunday. Biggest, best weekend of wrestling I've
that's
ever witnessed.
awesome. Yeah, I loved it.
It was. It actually was one of the greatest weekends of
Hands
wrestling.
down, Gargano deserved it more than anybody on that roster.
I agree.
Same thing for Taven.
I
Same
agree.
thing for Kofi.
I agree.
I agree.
Mm,
And again, I'm going to reiterate
agree.
the promise. We are going to try our best.
to fight.
That and to be at WrestleMania 36 next year in Tampa. And hopefully WrestleMania 37 in Los Angeles.
And Devin's gonna wear.
I'm
A
not going
keep,
to Los Angeles, you
Oh,
psycho.
be quiet.
Devin's gonna have a keep it juicy shirt on.
The only reason I'd be able to go to 36 is because we're going to stay at Lindsay Bitchass's house
That's very far from.
for free.
Tampa.
My
It's
dad.
free.
My
I
dad lives
know.
an hour away from Tampa.
All right.
Oh, then we're staying at Daddy Josh's then. Daddy
There we
Juice.
go.
Daddy.
Daddy Juice.
Oh, God, don't ever call him that.
I'm going to. I'm going to change his number in my phone. tonight.
Awful. You know if you have his
Oh,
number. What
man.
is
All right. Anyways,
Don't worry about
that
it.
is going to do it for us. I'm Eddie,
JJ, keep it juicy.
Seven.
Please keep it juicy.
and we'll see you next week.
Please. Bye.
Bye.